must have been love, but it's over now. It must have been good, but I lost it somehow. It must have been love, but it's over now. From the moment we touched till the time had run out. Make believing we're together, that I'm sheltered by your heart. But in and outside, I turn to water like a teardrop in your palm. And it's a hard winter's day, I dream away. It must have been love, but it's over now. It was all that I wanted, now I'm living without. It must have been love, but it's over now. It's where the water flows, it's where the wind blows.
Okay, that's enough. The rumors are true. Oh God. The rumors started by me are true. I'm moving. I know people are gonna be really sad about that. It is sad. I have built almost the majority of my YouTube platform in this apartment, 1-bedroom apartment in Washington, DC. Living alone and decorating and dating and evolving as a person. And I am gonna be sad to leave. I'm gonna be sad to leave, but I'm also very ready. I'm ready for the move. I feel really excited about this move. So in this video, I wanna talk a little bit about the move, where I'm going, why I'm doing it, what you can expect from upcoming content. And you guys wrote in with a lot of questions around wedding planning, engagement, secrets, gossip, other stuff. And we're gonna talk about it all today. I actually would really love a drink. Should I go buy a drink? Have a glass of wine with me. Excellent. Okay, here we go. So I've been in this apartment for 3.5 years now, and in many ways, I'm still very happy in the apartment. Like, I do love it. There's like several reasons why I'm just like ready for the move. Justin and I are moving in together. Oh my God, they're not married though. I did get questions from people being like, oh, how do you feel about moving in together before you're married? I don't think there's a right or wrong way. I feel like hard rules like that, like you have to live together before being married, or you can't live together before being married, or what. I just don't think there's a right or wrong way. I think when couples fall apart, it's not necessarily just usually all based on when they moved in together. So I don't have a firm opinion on that. Justin actually had a rule that he didn't want to move in together unless we were engaged, which I think is a very reasonable middle ground. He had a bad experience in the past that just basically, I think he moved in with an ex-girlfriend, and when things went south, they were still stuck living together, and it was hard, as you can imagine. It was tough. And so he specifically did not want to move in together unless we were like engaged and it was locked down, which is part of the reason I basically knew he was going to propose to me, because our leases were going to link up in April. We'd be moving shortly thereafter. So I basically knew, I was like, well, we're moving in together, so he's gonna propose to me any day now, basically, or else I'm gonna be confused. So that's basically why the engagement wasn't that much of a surprise to me, is because there was a pretty hard deadline. Yeah, so we're moving in together. I'm very ready to be living with him. Like, I love him, there's that. And then logistical things, like, you know, we like spending so much time together, and going back and forth between apartments is like, it's not the greatest tragedy I've ever experienced, but it's annoying now. I'm over it. Packing a bag all the time, coordinating who's gonna be where and when we're gonna meet up. It's like, just meet me at home, dog. I'm very ready for that. I will also share, I'm in like a pretty good area, but it's been a little stressful in this apartment. Like, my apartment has been broken into multiple times, and there's like no doorman or anything at the apartment. There's no concierge. You walk into the building and I'm on the first floor. I'm the only apartment on the first floor. My door is right there. And the building kept getting broken into. You know, like I'm on the internet, and like it's been kind of stressful. Yeah, it's been pretty stressful, whether I was on the internet or not, just like living alone at street level, first apartment, no concierge or like doorman between me and people continuously breaking into my building. It's been kind of stressful, and I'm sharing all this because by the time you see this video, I'm already moved into my new place. Ha ha! Ooh, I'll tell you a little secret. I am filming this part from my new home. That's right, this is Caroline from the future. I'm not gonna reveal too much though, which is why I'm in a corner. And let me tell you, the first thing that Justin brought up to me when we moved in together was that he wanted to go in together on a 𝗙𝗡𝗡𝗚 cleaning membership. He literally brought that up to me today. It was adorable. And that is romance. I gifted him a 𝗙𝗡𝗡𝗚 cleaning one time as a gift when he was having a bad month, and he was so impressed. He's now addicted. And 𝗙𝗡𝗡𝗚 is sponsoring this video today, so let me tell you what you need to know. It's spring. It's the season of flowers. It's the season of breeding. It's the season of spring cleaning. Personally, I am going to handle the first two things, and I'm going to let somebody else do the deep cleans. 𝗙𝗡𝗡𝗚 is a 5-star home cleaning service platform where you can instantly book a top-rated cleaner in your area. Whether it's for your spring clean refresh, you know you need it, or if you're moving apartments, you need to do that final clean, a special occasion, a party, the day after your rager, you can do it for an individual occasion, or they also have a membership option. I like to do the membership for like a once monthly deep clean in my home, and then I do the lighter cleans in between. Whether you want it for one occasion or more regularly, it's whatever you want to give you your sanity and some of your time back. That's why I love to give it as a gift to somebody who's just like having a bad month. I've like gifted it to my brother, to Justin. It's great to give to like a mom or a dad or somebody who just needs it. It's like a really sweet way to show love and give them their time back. It makes such a big difference to have your space clean, and an even bigger difference if you're not the one who has to do it, I would say. It's super nice because on the 𝗙𝗡𝗚𝗚 website, you can browse photos and reviews of every cleaner. They're all top-rated cleaners because they have to maintain a 4.8 star rating or higher to stay on the service. They're all background checked. Every single cleaner I've met has been like the sweetest, nicest person. And the cleaners all get to keep 100% of the cleaning fee and the tips. It goes straight to them, which I love. As I said, if you've got a special event coming up, just a single occasion that you want the deep clean for, or you want to do the membership, they have I think it's called their Forever Clean membership. That's what I do. And it saves you $30 on every cleaning. You get to do unlimited bookings that start at just $19 an hour. And it is all backed by their happiness guarantee, so it's completely zero stress. If you want to get some of your time, some of your sanity back, and just give yourself the gift of a fresh start, especially in the spring, head to homeglow.com/CarolineWinkler, or you can just scan the QR code on the screen and you'll get your first 3 hours of cleaning for just 19 bucks. It's really nice. Give yourself a fresh, clean start for spring. You know it's gonna feel great. And I can't wait to reveal my home to you. Okay, back to the present moment. Okay, before I took my little YouTube hiatus, I asked you guys to send in questions you wanted me to answer for a Q&A, so I'm going through your questions. Somebody said, girl, I want to hear about your wedding plans. Girl, me too. We know when and where we're getting married. We know the venue. We know the city. I chose a dress. I knocked stuff out. Girl, I'm decisive. I do not want to like waver on these things. I'm just decisive. I don't want wedding planning to rule my life. I don't want it to be the only thing that I can think about and talk about, and then it just mounts the pressure, and then you do need everything to be perfect because you've like given your soul to it. Like, I don't want to do that. Beyond that, I do intend to make some wedding content. I don't want to overdo it. I don't want people to be like tired and annoyed of it. I would be interested in doing a video on like designing like decor of your wedding, and then another video also on just like how I plan and think about the wedding, like what my priority is, like what my hot takes are. Here's a hot take I'll give you right now, is that I think people over stress on the decor. And like, believe me, I want it to be beautiful. The decor will be beautiful for my wedding, but the decor is not the only thing that determines whether it's a good experience. Like, there's so many other things if it's not like a fun, welcoming environment, if guests don't know other people there, what the music is. Decor is like nice, of course, but some of the most memorable weddings I went to didn't have fancy decor, but it was just like a couple everyone was really excited about. And I think if it's a couple people aren't excited about, then you need lots of decor. Then you need lots of pageantry to kind of distract from that fact and have something else there to excite people. But decor does not equal a good time at a wedding. There's a lot of other things and just like the logistics and the setup and planning that I think are so much more important to make it fun and memorable. Like, I've been to so many weddings with beautiful flower arrangements. I couldn't describe a single one to you. Like, no one remembers it. Nobody remembers it. If it's nice, it's nice. But like, I don't know. And I love flowers, but I think people like overthink about like, what's my floral color scheme and it's like, having a good like floral color scheme and like perfecting your bouquet arrangements is not what makes a wedding guest have a great experience. So I think that's my hot take. And maybe that's surprising coming from someone who's really into design, but every single bride I've watched get married has been stressed out of their mind, stressed over like the most meaningless, trivial things that like obviously no guest will care about, with one bride exception. The only that I can think of. I think like the only other bride I saw not overstressed about the wrong things was my friend Molly, who's also an interior designer. And I wonder if there's something about like having designed a lot of spaces that like, yes, you know it matters and you love it, but you also know that that alone is not what makes the great experience. Like, it can be fun, but I do think there's a lot of people chasing pageantry over like the experience and the experience of being at the wedding. And pageantry, I feel like, is like the showy stuff, the stuff that's just good for Instagram photos and for like your videographer, and like it could cost a lot of money and also like not really affect guests' experience in a positive way at all. And I do want to make some videos, I think, about like how at least I think about allocating your time and your energy and your money with organizing wedding. We'll see. Somebody asks, how did Justin find out your ring size? He ordered a set of those rings, like ring finger sizers, whatever they're called. And he said, tell me what your ring size is. It was not that much of a secret. It was not that much of a secret. This is when Justin was going through the stuff with 𝗖𝗢𝗟𝗑𝗢, and I think he was just really tired. I think he was just like, just tell me what your ring size is. I know a lot of people ask about the ring. I feel very weird showing my ring. This is like this doesn't feel like a natural thing to do. I'd be like, look at my jewelry. But a lot of people ask about it. So the ring, to answer people's questions, is a sapphire, actually. It's actually like plum colored sapphire. It's this kind of sapphire called 𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓, I think. 𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓, I can't really pronounce it. And then there's just little baby diamonds around it. I love it. We basically picked it out together. At first, Justin asked me like my ring preferences, and then I think he went and searched, and then I think it was just stressful to him, and you know, it's a personal thing you wear your whole life. So eventually he came back and he was like, can we just look at stones together? And we looked at this company that just sells sapphires. And sapphires come in all different colors. They have like yellow, orange, purpley, bright pink, and this was like the only stone we found that was quite this color. Not bright pink, but very plum mauve. It matches like 100 things in my space because it's a color I love. Yeah, then he got it for me, and it's the nicest thing I've ever seen. Very weird to wear a nice piece of jewelry. Very weird. I think I'm getting used to it, but definitely very weird. Definitely like stirred up a lot of those undeserving feelings in me. Someone asked, how's my relationship anxiety going? What did they say? Updates on relationship anxiety. Do you still have rough days even though you have healed? Congrats on the engagement, by the way. 500 likes, so I will address this. I mean, healed, I've definitely healed so much, but I think most of these things, like, they're a part of you. So I expected something that's always gonna have like a little twinge in me. I mean, I don't know. It's gone away so much, but I think I'm just hesitant to say like, I'm healed, because I think if I heard someone say that, I'd be like, that's a lie. But as far as like working on something I really struggled with, that was really destructive to this relationship, like, it's not posing a problem in our relationship at all. When I received the ring, at first, like when he proposed to me at first, you know, of course I was so happy and blah, blah, blah. And then the next day I got very insecure, and I had a new wave of anxiety. You know, it was like leveling up. It was like, okay, well, I worked for years to accept that he wanted to be my boyfriend, but for sure he doesn't want to be my fiance. And then I just sat with it for a day, and I was able to recognize like, okay, this feeling is coming up because this is new, because you've never been engaged before. It's a new level, it's a new intensity. And I didn't act on it. I didn't ask for reassurance. I didn't say anything. And I was pretty well able to just watch it and be like, yeah, I know why that feeling is happening. And then it passed in a day. And I was like, yeah, if he hated you so much, he probably wouldn't propose to you. And it passed. But I feel like that's my relationship with relationship anxiety now, is that like when some new thing happens, like getting engaged to Justin, and I don't have any previous data to look back on in order to help me trust it, really, like he hasn't proposed to me before, that's when the anxiety comes up, but I also just sit on it and I know it will pass. So I think I just have the trust that the feeling passes. I think when like new experiences pop up, like going through something new, are the moments where I feel it flare up still, but then I'm just able to sit through it, or even just say to him like, I'm feeling pretty insecure, feeling pretty anxious, pretty annoying right now, so just like know that, and I'll be back in like 24 hours. And then we laugh and we kiss. Oh, I don't even know if I understand this question. Somebody wrote, maybe that's too personal of a question. I know you mentioned before in your videos that you want to have children. Does Justin want them too? Also, do you think it's important to have a honeymoon period of at least 6 months before you try for a kid? Do you have an opinion on that? Much love from a subscriber in Ukraine. Peace. That's very sweet. Do you think it's important to have a honeymoon period of at least 6 months? I don't know if this subscriber means important just for you and your partner to like enjoy child-free time, or important like for testing your marriage. For me, no, it's not important. That's not to say we'd have a kid right away, I don't know. But yeah, I think I just don't subscribe to a lot of these like hard and fast rules. Like, it's not one size fits all. I think it's different for everybody. But I think for me, it is funny, like even in my engagement, a lot of people are being like, just enjoy being engaged, enjoy being engaged. And I'm like, bitch, I've been doing that. I've been enjoying it. I've been enjoying dating him. I've been enjoying life. I've been enjoying being engaged. Like, what am I supposed to do? We're doing it. Like, we're ready to be married. Let's do it, dog. I don't feel in a super rush, but I think I maybe feel the same with like, enjoy being married, no kids. It's like, well, sure. That could be great if you're not looking forward to having kids, or you feel like you're gonna miss that time. Like, I think no matter how much of a honeymoon period we give ourselves, as soon as you have kids, you're gonna have moments where you're like, damn, some of these days were easier without kids. Like, I don't think you're gonna get rid of that feeling. You just make things work. You just make things work when it's what you want and what you're invested in. Yeah, I think I really don't subscribe to these like hard and fast rules, because I always think of it retrospectively. Looking back on, you know, a relationship that goes sour, would you be like, well, it's because they had kids 2 months too early? It's like, no, they probably just like weren't compatible, or like weren't invested in the relationship in the same way. Because, you know, you can see other couples who have kids at unexpected times, or very late, or average time, whatever. And I think I feel very confident. I think, yeah, the best thing I feel with Justin is just confident that like when things come up, we don't have to know the answer, but like we navigate it together. That's it. And it's like the most empowering feeling. So I don't know what will crop up. I'm not pretending that I can foresee every difficulty, or what it's gonna feel like to have kids, or what it's gonna feel like to not, or this or that. But like, we're just gonna figure it out together. I just feel chill about it, dude. Okay, somebody else asks, what is your favorite soup? That question got 218 likes. Okay, so I will answer it. I'll get real with you. I don't love soup. I don't love soup. I don't understand loving soup. I'll tolerate soup. I don't know, it's just like wet food. It's not super satisfying to me. I think soup is a fine appetizer. Yeah, I think that to me it's kind of like loving salad, like loving just like a green garden salad. It's like, well, I don't hate it, but I also don't, it's not food to me. And I know that's a divisive opinion. I've had riffs with multiple of my friends who love soup, and I can't even control my reaction. I'm just like, how can you have any feelings about a soup? It's like having feelings about I was gonna say chair, but I love chairs. I do love 𝗘𝗤𝗨𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗡 soup. That's a Thai soup. I think it's like coconut milk and lemongrass. It's the best. It's so flavorful. That is one soup that I can have as a meal. I don't know if there's a soup I love. I don't know if I love soup. And then, you know, there's people are like, what about French onion? It's like, okay, so that's like wet cheese plus a little bit of broth. I love wet cheese. Everybody loves wet cheese and wet bread, but I don't know if that's a soup. Somebody says, I'll submit a question that isn't wedding related for some variety. Lol, odd question maybe, but do you wash and style your bangs every day? They always look good. It's crazy. Any tips for maintaining bangs? What's the routine? 300 likes. I'm shocked that 300 people think my bangs look good every day. I don't know if they do now because I was just dancing manically for like 3 hours, but I feel like I made some good discoveries about hair recently. I've really been working on my grooming, including trying to figure out how to do my makeup. I've been practicing my makeup. I have never been good at makeup, and I've always been annoyed by that lack of skill. So I'm gonna spend the next year or so trying to get better at makeup. And, you know, I can do my makeup for my wedding, and I can then just have that skill forever. I'm using the wedding as an excuse to do things not just for the wedding, just stuff I wanna do. So I've been practicing my makeup looks. Thank you. If it's bad, please be patient with me because I'm learning. I think, give me 1 more year and I think I'll be like pretty good at makeup. And with my hair, I know people have talked about, like I've heard this forever, like, oh, you shouldn't wash your hair that frequently. And I was washing my hair every time I showered. I don't know why I decided to stop again. Oh, because I think I realized it was like partly damaging my hair too. And so I wash it a lot less, maybe like twice a week. And as a heads up, if you try, the first month you're still really oily or greasy, or I was, but it takes like a month for your scalp to get used to not washing as often. And now, literally, sometimes I forget to shower because my hair isn't greasy. Don't judge me on what it looks like right now, but yeah, I feel self-conscious now answering this question because I don't know if you think my hair looks good right now or not. I don't have the answers, but I did go to a professional salon at Justin's urging after he saw me cry when I cut my own bangs and hated it for the 10th time, and he was like, this always happens, why won't you just try a salon? I used to always style them, blow dry them with a big round brush, but I'm not really doing that anymore. I'm kind of just like blow drying them and like letting them flop. And I think that's literally because they're a little bit longer. So it's proportionate to your face. Yeah, I don't know. Going and getting a haircut and like paying someone to cut my hair is something I've always really resisted. But then I also never liked how I cut my own hair. And then it was great. I really recommend it. I don't know if you guys have heard of people who specialize in cutting hair, but they really are good at what they do. Someone else asked, on a similar theme, what with you being engaged, if when you move to a home with Justin, we will, what will be on your list of must-haves? I don't have a clear vision. I really have like no specific design vision for the apartment. I can't have a vision until I get in there. I don't know why. I have to be like in it and thinking, I have to be like physically near the thing to start having opinions about it. The one thing I know I really am excited to do in the new place is like so much paint, so much color everywhere. I don't think there'll be a white wall anywhere. There's actually a lot of white walls in this apartment still. Like I never painted this room and I love this room, but I think if I stayed here like another year, if I stayed here, I would probably end up painting it. I just want to go so all in on saturation and paint. Color drenching. I'm really excited for that. That's something I'm really excited about. And then I think Justin and I, we're both taking most of our furniture over, and he's pretty chill. I don't think there's that many things he's super attached to, but we're moving to a bigger space, so we kind of need both of our things to start. And then beyond that, he's kind of like, I don't care that much. Like if there's something I hate, I'll let you know. But other than that, he says he will weigh in designed by veto. If he wants to veto something, okay. But other than that, I kind of have free reign. And we have a lot of overlap anyway. He does have some great art though. Justin has some really like meaningful, unique art that I think will be a great addition. I think I'm gonna start doing my design videos a bit differently. I'm still gonna have like room makeovers. The camera's really crooked. It's pretty annoying. I'm still gonna have room makeovers videos, but in between those makeovers, I'm mostly gonna be showing how I decorate just like a piece at a time, just like hanging out, adding something here, adding something there, the way you naturally decorate a home. And then I think when each space is done and like kind of completed, I will still do a summarizing makeover video. I think you just get a much better results decorating the way people naturally decorate in their home. And I just think it's gonna be like silly, goofy, flirty. I just think it's gonna be more fun. I think it's gonna be a lot more fun. And on that note, I will say things to look forward to. I have a new apartment hunting video coming out, apartment hunting for my new place. I had a previous apartment hunting video, you know, like 3.5 years ago. That was maybe my first like mildly viral video. And I'm like excited to do another one now, but this one of course will be with Justin, where we're trying to combine 2 different people's preferences for an apartment. And I'm definitely gonna share in that video like what our preferences were, what we were looking for, what we had in common, what the differences were, and then how we compromised. Like how do you find an apartment and agree on the dream apartment when you have different lists of priorities? And I think we had a pretty good system. It wasn't that complicated, but like it felt good to figure out. And then I'm gonna have some moving content. I gotta undecorate this place, which is a little sad. You know, I actually don't feel that sad. I feel like I'm supposed to feel sad because I feel like viewers will be sad. Also because you're just getting this information, but I have been counting down to this move for like a year and I've had more time to process. And I just feel really excited about moving. And there's gonna be so much, obviously, like design and decorating content, combining style tastes with a partner. Then once we do all the moving content, we're gonna have like new apartment tour and decorating, and I'm very excited for that. I'm just really excited for this new chapter. There has to be a better way of saying that other than saying new chapter. This new episode, this new period, whatever. I'm very excited. I'm so ready to move. I have to film 2 videos and pack up this entire apartment in the next 3 days. And then I'm moving. I just feel like things are like zooming. I just feel like they're zooming right now. And I actually got a little antsy on my break. I took a shorter break than I have in past years. And I think it's because A, I didn't burn myself out before the break. Like I was tired and I was ready for it, but I wasn't burnt out. So I didn't need as much time to recover. And I just feel good on YouTube right now. Things just feel good. And there's so many fun things coming up that I'm excited to explore together. I feel self-conscious all of a sudden, just talking about nice things I'm excited about. It makes me feel self-conscious and annoying, but I'm gonna see you back on the channel so soon. Okay, bye. Dizzy. Too many knives up here. Oh, I forgot there's a whole chimney in there. My butt is stuck. Where am I? That's enough.